Hello everybody, I am back to share another process video with you all today. Now I must tell you that, I feel like my microphone is really far away from me today. Okay, I must tell you that this particular layout does not have any photos on it. I have not been on this trip yet. It got postponed. How many times has it been postponed? I think once, maybe just once. Twice? I don't know. Oh, we've changed it twice. We actually, we were going to go in October, and we moved it up to January, and then we postponed it to April. So this trip has been a little crazy. So there, you just saw me using my Creative Memories border maker, and I'm using the I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the Ghost border chain. If you haven't used this tool before, it is super easy to use, and I love it. So I am using Creative Memories products for this video. I think everything I use is Creative Memories. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But we will see as it goes. So I'm just going to make a couple of very simple borders for this layout. This is going to be a haunted mansion layout. That brick paper isn't Creative Memories paper. It's from a paper pad that I had. Oh, excuse me. I have like I don't know how to explain it. Like it was almost like I had to burp, but nothing would come out, and then my throat like started like, I don't know, like tickling or tingling or something. It was really weird. I'm gonna take a drink. It was my eyes started watering. It was very strange. I can't say I've ever experienced that before. So here I'm just cutting down some photo mats and some I forget. I should have gotten this layout out. I made it a long time ago. Like a long time ago. Yeah. I think. Oh, I remember what happened. I really wanted to make this layout, but I could not find my border make it cartridge like frame pieces, like the guide part that you stick the paper in, and the like actual part that you put the cartridge in and it punches. I couldn't find those pieces for it because I had moved all of my scrapbooking stuff all over the place a couple times. So it was an issue, and I really wanted to use like this cartridge for this layout. Obviously, it's a ghost border chain, and this is going to be for a haunted mansion, so it's very appropriate. So apparently that piece of paper was from Echo Park. Typically what I do is if I'm looking for papers to use as like a background or photo mats or things like that, I look at my biggest stack of papers on my paper rack. And then I go, I'm going to choose one of those ones instead. Oh, this is right when I got this I saw this on somebody else's YouTube channel. I think it was handmade by Jen. She makes like Cricut paper piecing layouts, which I love watching, but I don't make. But I like watching them when other people make them. They're super cute. But she was using these petal, what are they called? I have it right in front of me, I can tell you. It's called Color Petal. I don't know if there's a brand on here or anything. It doesn't say. It just says Color Petal, flower petal on the back. It is a pigment ink that's in here. So I got 2 just to try to see if I liked them. Now, I will say that I didn't really care for the colors that I have. Also, it takes forever to dry. I even heat set it and it still took forever to dry. So maybe not the best for inking edges of like photo mats or things like that if you want to ink and stick, which is generally how I scrapbook. That being said, it has the one that I got has some really lovely gray shades in it. And gray is kind of a weird color for me. I find that when I ink edges with gray ink that a lot of times it turns like a green. So I've really been struggling trying to find a like good to me gray ink for inking edges. Now, that being said, I really like the darkest gray ink that's in this little flower petal thing, but I can't stand that it takes so long to dry. So I don't know if you've never used these flower petal inks. They're really cool. They have these little petal shaped ink pads that slide out. They have I don't know how you describe this. It's a thin piece of plastic that fits into a hole in the holder. So when you put it in, like you can probably hear that click. Here, I'll be quiet, I won't talk. So it clicks into place. So they're really neat. I like the idea of them. However, I'm still not sold on the practicality of them. I do think that if you are starting out and you don't have a lot of ink colors, they are a great price point. I got mine from Amazon. She lives in the US. She also got hers from Amazon, so they're definitely available in both countries easily. I think they are a great price point. You get 8 ink colors for about anywhere between $12 and $20. It depends on the color set that you're getting. I think I did pay. I got the metallic one too because I've been looking for good metallic ink colors, and I think it was a bit more expensive. The metallic one is really good though. They actually dry metallic, which is a problem with inks. Oftentimes they look metallic when you first put them on, and then they dry, and they're no longer metallic. So that's been my experience with them. So definitely something for you to check out if you're interested in those. I just saw that my border maker cartridge is covered in ink, like distress ink it looks like. But yeah. So here I realized while I was making this layout that I didn't really have a good spot for a title. This is a very dark layout, dark colors. I did that on purpose because I wanted to kind of replicate the colors of Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion has very like purple and black, I believe, are their main sort of colors. But sorry, I had to yawn. I didn't want to do purple and black because I thought that the black might be too dark. So I went with purple and like this really dusty blue color. Partially because I like that color. I thought it complemented the purple well. But also because the facing page in the album has blue on it. So I chose a color that would complement it as well. And I must say that these little ghosts are adorable, for one. But they're kind of annoying to stick down because they have faces. And if you put liquid glue, the glue like squelches out through the holes in their faces. But if you use, I used a Kokio dot liner for it. Any dot liner adhesive would probably work similar. So the adhesive only sticks where the paper is. It doesn't go in the openings. The other kind like the solid line of adhesive, I think would go in the openings. I don't know for sure because I have not tried it, to be very honest. I've only ever just used the dot liner adhesive, and it works well for that. Sorry, I needed another drink of coffee. So, I should explain. This album is a gift for the people that we're going to Disney World with. There's a big, long backstory about why we are going to Disney, but I won't get into that. And so I have been making this album in a way that I would think would be pleasing to a wide audience of people who might look through the album. And what I mean by that is I'm trying not to put a lot of layers, mixed media, anything that's overly dimensional, because I'm only making it a one album situation. So I'm trying to balance lots and lots of photos that can go in here with the pretty and fun stuff. So it's been a challenge. It's definitely a different way to scrapbook. It's not something that I would typically no, I explained that wrong. It's not, I have to think differently about how I go about scrapbooking. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a different approach that I'm taking to complete these pages. I know that was overly complicated, and it probably didn't have to be that complicated. I couldn't think of the words to describe what my brain was thinking. Yeah, sometimes words are hard, right? So, I don't know. And also with this album, I'm not leaving a huge amount of space for journaling. I am not going to journal in this album. I'm going to put the photos in the album, and I might like take sticky notes and write down like what it is. Like this one is Haunted Mansion, and you know, this other place is, well, Small World. I mean, these ones are going to be fairly self-evident because the title of it, I think, is Haunted Mansion. But, oh, and that's another thing. I've made the titles really straightforward, very much to the point. Whereas in my own albums, I will use, particularly for Disney, I'll use song lyrics or something that was said during the trip while we were like at that location. Something like that. So it's just definitely a different way of approaching the same end goal. So I did punch out just another like single punch of the ghosts to add a couple of the ghosts on as embellishments, and you can cut them apart. They're fairly easy to cut apart. You just have to follow the, the shape of their arm. But yeah, they're super cute. I had to get them in part two because, one, for Haunted Mansion, but also we do a lot of paranormal ghost investigating. So I don't know if I've talked about that on here, but anyway, we do a fair amount of that. So I thought they would be perfect to add as embellishments to what I'm planning on doing is a album for all of the different places we've been. I'm just going to do one album and put like one page from each place, sort of thing. Like with what we experienced, evidence we captured, etc. These letters are from Kelly Perky, and I don't think her store is called Kelly Perky anymore. I think it's called Paper Person. I'm pretty sure that's what's called, Paper Person Shop. These are older, and I've never used them. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I just, um, ever since I had that issue earlier where like I got some kind of weird tickle in my throat, it's been bothering me and I just started coughing a lot. My eyes are watering again. Oh, I'm sorry. That just came out of nowhere. Anyways, the previous letter stickers, I wanted to use like a dark gray, but they didn't fit. I needed a smaller letter sticker to fit in the little arrow spot that I had to put them in. These are old. The sticky wasn't sticky on them anymore. So I am having to reinforce that with liquid glue. And I think, I'm not sure that I add anything else to this. I think once I glue these letters, that's what I leave it as. I've been trying to leave these pages very simple because I know that once I put the photos on, I can come back and add embellishments if I want to. But my concern is that the photos might be really bold and busy since it's Disney. And I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. So you can see those light blue letters on top of that um, if you in person. Yeah, I don't put that red Mickey head there. I think I put a different colored Mickey head on it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon with some more layouts. Bye.